speaking of music this year, I think a couple weeks ago I was nervous. I was like, it's been obviously a really dope year for touring. I feel like we've been having great conversations about music and different people in music, but I hadn't gotten the projects to really make me be like, oh, this has been great for drops.
Yeah.
The last 2 weeks have obviously been psychotic.
Yeah.
Clips, Jag Boys, all that stuff, Odile, Giveon. Like now I feel like I feel like I literally couldn't have picked 10 albums I love this year.
Yeah.
Genuinely.
Yeah.
That'd be difficult.
It was going to be really, really hard. I've heard great songs, obviously.
Yep.
But for full bodies of work, it's been weak. But I think now we're at a place where we can really start to talk about at this like kind of halfway-ish point, what have been some of our favorite full bodies of work in 2025.
Yeah.
For me, the easy answer is obviously the Clips one.
Yeah.
I think that that's going to receive all the critical acclaim. That was amazing. But personally, the most impactful has been this Giveon album. This whole body of work is R&B to its fullest, but not toxic, very elevated, very high class, it feels like, while also like some of the best gaslighting I've ever seen. So toxic, but the way that he's saying it over like strings and shit like that, you can kind of get it off.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I can't stop playing it.
Yeah.
I run every single song, top to bottom, no skips for me at all.
Yeah, it is a really strong return to form for Giveon. You know, he kind of ducked off for a few years and came back. And sometimes when you do that and the project doesn't hit, it's like, oof.
Yeah.
It might be over. But I feel like he came back with his best project yet. Mud and what's it called? Bleeding.
Yeah.
This incredible music.
Bleeding is crazy, man.
Yeah.
That'll bring
even because like I was anticipating like the Odile project and I kind of forgot they were dropping on the same day.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know. I'm not saying the Odile project wasn't good, but something about listening to Odile and Giveon back to back, I'm like, you gotta come harder, buddy. Pause. You know what I'm saying?
Whoa.
You gotta come harder, buddy. You feel me?
It is interesting. Also, before like we skip past it too much, Bad Bunny is album of the year.
Yeah.
To me, I think that's like best album of the year. Clips is gonna get critical acclaim in rap and is like gonna be the easy choice in America. But like, I think the right answer is probably Bad Bunny.
Well, I think it's cool with Bad Bunny too, because I feel like early on, you know what I'm saying? We talked about all the messaging and all the like basically allusions back to like Puerto Rico and like the culture that he was making on the project. Yeah. But also the political statements that he's made, like pre-rollout and during the rollout and post-rollout seem to have aged like super well. Right. Like I feel like now that we're in an era, I mean, Puerto Rico's part of the States, but we're in an era of like anti-immigration that is even affecting, you know, Puerto Rico and like the Dominican people that live there are getting deported by ICE and shit. You know what I mean? And like, I think even his statements with choosing not to tour in the US, that's incredible to me. And I do feel like it's also speaking to the fact that you see everything that's going on in the UK right now. Like other countries are starting to be like, yo, like we got talent too. We don't necessarily need y'all. Yeah. You know? Facts. And I just think the messaging of the Bad Bunny project has aged like so well, you know?
Yeah.
And the music too.
Yeah, that's an incredible album and should definitely be in everyone's top 10. I think the Clips is more than the easy answer and the critical acclaim answer. To me, that is the right answer for my album of the year so far. I think they didn't miss across the whole project. Absolute legends. And every single time, I've probably spun it 10, 15 times. And every time I'm picking up new things. Like nobody can talk the fly shit, the cash shit, the drug shit better than Push and Malice. And Pharrell, like we were talking about before filming, really made this project sound new and fresh and not dated. And I think really made this accessible for fans of all ages. So to me, this is like the best rap album I've heard in years. And so just as such like a hip hop fan, I would probably give you Clips. But I also want to mention the Jim Legacy album that dropped. We've only had 3 days with it, but just the vibes I'm getting, I think that's one that I want to keep in my conversation as well. Super vulnerable, a breath of fresh air, the most refreshing first listen I've had of the entire year. All different kind of genres. Obviously the singles were immaculate. Father and Stick, both like two of the best songs of the year. But then some of the more like singer-songwritery, we were talking even like folk adjacent Jim Legacy stuff.
It's half the album.
Yeah, but it's super emotional. Like, I don't know, like it really had me feeling all kinds of ways. It's a quick listen too, which I really like. And there's even some fun like summer vibes on there.
I anticipate that being in my top 10 the entire year.
Yeah.
And then like the emotional elements of it are what like give it the chance to like it could get top 5.
Yeah.
Like I could see it sneaking high up in the list because there's, like you said, like it doesn't feel weird when Father comes on and then I go to a folk song for some reason. I don't know what it is about the production, the sequencing, but something makes these songs that shouldn't work next to each other so well.
Yeah, and there's even that track 91, what's the one on the back end that I put on the rotation? I don't have time. I mean, we've only had this for 3 days, so I don't have titles yet.
I can't, I don't even know what to do with this album, honestly, right now.
But like some of these songs, the production is so interesting.
Tiger Driver 91.
Tiger Driver 91, that reminded me a little bit of the Intel Japan project from a production standpoint. Because that's what I think made that Intel Japan project so incredible, especially that last song for me. And I think I got a little bit with Jim, but a little bit more emotional depth lyrically.
Definitely. And like seriously, anyone who's both Clips and Jim, if you've lost like family members, I think not only listening to the music, but listening to these people talk about everything. Obviously, Push and Malice lost both of their parents in a 4-month span. And then Jim lost his sister a couple of years back, right as he was blowing up. And I think the way that like they were able to put that pain into music so beautifully, and it didn't feel like it's like, because I think some songs lose their replayability because of that. Like it's like, oh, this is a beautiful song, but it's so heavy, I can't put this on. Both of those songs are kind of like empowering almost. It feels like a celebration of their life, you know?
Yeah.
I was gonna say, even if I don't think like Clips' #1 album, it's gonna be like up there. They have the best song
with Birds Don't Cry.
Birds Don't Sing. Birds
Yeah.
Don't Sing is probably the best song of the year to me.
For sure.
That shit is fucking is stupid.
Yeah.
Go.
Oh, okay. Well, I also just wanted to add, I didn't know if you were going to wrap up the conversation or not, but I also just wanted to add one thing that I feel like is a sleeper for this year is Balloonerism, Mac Miller. Like
Yeah.
in terms of like projects that came out.
Yeah.
Just because I think our first listen was really hard, right? Because like we were all sitting here in a room and like it's obviously a super heavy and like slightly depressing project. But
Slightly.
like, yeah, you know?
Extremely.
But I almost feel like the projects that came out this year that were the best are the ones that we're talking about with emotional depth, but also just attention to detail when it comes to the production and just like messaging overall and the theme. And I feel like with this one, right, this was a project that was supposed to come out way before he passed, and the label didn't want to put it out because it was too experimental. That's how they phrase it. But I feel like honestly, if it had come out at the time, we probably would have been a little bit more prepared for the things that Mac was going through before his death. Because like what he talks about on Funny Papers and what he talks about on $5 Pony Ride, Excelsior, the song with SZA, I'm forgetting what it's called. It's like something organ.
Yeah.
Like I think all these are like really painful subject matters, but very clearly speak to all the depression that he was going through and like the way he was viewing life. And like I don't think the average fan even knew that. You know, I almost feel like it was unfair that this came out like after his death.
Yeah.
I mean, because like you would only know if you were listening to the mixtapes too, right? Because this was tied in with Faces, which also didn't get a major release.
Yeah.
Like that, you had to be like a Dat Piff super Mac Miller fan, I think, to really hear that project and to, it's such a juxtaposition from Best Day Ever and all like the super upbeat shit, you know?
I just can't go back to it right now. Like I like $5 Pony Rides a lot, but that album makes me really sad.
Yeah.
I can't lie. For as big of a Mac Miller fan as I am, I also haven't been able to go back to it.
I've tried. I literally like it's a lot.
Yeah.
It is a very, very hard hitting album, bro.
I mean, it's so honest in a way that a lot of people aren't.
And it's just that is literally what depression feels like. Like he's able to articulate it in such an eloquent way that it's like, this is too vivid, bro. Like,
I think so. Here's what I think. I'm not somebody that like suffers depression, but I feel like in Funny Papers, which is probably like the one that's the most like palatable or one of the more palatable songs.
Yeah.
When he's talking about like he's picking up the newspaper and instantly seeing that somebody died in the paper and that they drove off a bridge and all this other stuff that I'm not going to get into that's graphic. I'm like, that's so crazy because there's probably 10 other stories in that paper that you could have read, but your eyes just went to that one. You're automatically just going to everything that's bad in the world. And I feel like that is what I would imagine depression feels like, is like everything that's good is you're not seeing. You're only seeing the bad and you're only feeling the weight of the world.
Yeah.
So that's why I feel like this is such a good project, because he's able to articulate these things in a way that like I understand and that I've heard other people talking about depression in that same way. You know,
Yeah, I could definitely see like catching a moment with that.
Yeah.
And it moving up crazy because I did just play $5 Pony Rise a couple of days ago. But before we get out of this conversation, I need could we get like a top 3 from each of you?
Wait, can I bring up a couple more?
Yeah.
Before we do that, because I want to talk about, I think, the album that's grown on me the most this year, and that's Hurry Up Tomorrow by The Weeknd. I think when that initially came out,
I was hating.
I was definitely hating. The more I go back to that project, yes, it's a little long, it's a little bloated, but there are so many slaps, bro. And going to that show and watching him do it live, and not only the after hours songs that I've loved since it came out, but and old shit, obviously, but seeing him do the hits and even some of the deeper cuts from Hurry Up Tomorrow, I was like, wow. This album has some serious replay value. This album was a really good conclusion to the Weeknd era for Abel. And I do want to consider it for my top 5, top 10, at least in this year. Like,
it would be in my top 10 for sure.
There's some of his best songs on here.
Niagara Falls is probably in my top 5 for song of the year too.
Yeah.
I love that shit. Bro.
I have not been able to stop playing Give Me Mercy since the album came out, bro. I play that every day of my life.
That shit is incredible. I'm trying to think of what else.
I mean, I have to shout out FKA Twigs. I think probably
I was gonna say, I feel like that's like probably your album of the year.
That's well, not anymore, but I think that is definitely my most played album of the year so far. I think just the pop dance fusion on that record, the crazy production, it's really been the soundtrack to a lot of my year. You know, I think it's fun, easy to play. And I've been waiting to have moments, like I think I've been starting to lean a little bit more into the pop dance world, but I haven't really had an artist to champion. But like this new Twigs project is you feel like where the album came from, which is like dusty nightclubs in Prague on like ecstasy, doing drugs in the bathroom. That's like what this album feels like when you put it on. And it's fun to go there sometimes.
Do we count to the dusty back rooms in Prague?
Yeah.
Do we count Leon Thomas's Deluxe?
Oh, I didn't even think about that, but don't we not count Deluxe?
I don't think so.
I mean,
think so.
Do you think those five songs? It was 5, right?
It was
because when we had
9.
when we went Tyler
wow.
Deluxe, it was like a whole conversation.
It was 9 songs.
But I mean, some of those were
was-
remixes, like a couple of them.
It was 2. The 7.
It's great music though,
Bro, Catch a Stray might be my song, dude.
Catch a Stray is incredible.
Catch a Stray is wow.
What was the other joint on the Deluxe that went crazy?
Not Fair?
Not Fair is
Oh my
not
God,
fair.
bro. That shit is stupid. Until Japan, you mentioned briefly, but I think that's definitely in the conversation for me. I Am Music, Playboy Cardi was obviously great.
I was gonna
especially-
say nobody wants to bring up Cardi.
I mean, I think that like it's a given. I think that's how this year feels. Like The Weeknd is gonna make 10. Like Cardi's gonna make the 10. You know, like it's just like because there wasn't enough product to even make it, so I gotta have a conversation about it. I don't think I've maybe had as much of a personal moment with those projects yet.
Yeah.
I really like them a lot though, but you know, I'm gonna mention the other ones. But I think that's damn near everything that's been crazy this year.
All right,
Are we missing anything?
now I think we can play your game.
Oh, top 3.
Yeah, well, yeah. What are your guys' top 3 albums that have dropped so far this year?
I would probably go Giveon, Clips, and Bad Bunny in no particular order.
If you had to order them,
if I had to order them, Bad Bunny, Clips, Giveon.
Bad Bunny 1,
Yeah.
Clips 2, Giveon 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it is hard to put Clips in this conversation because they just dropped, but I think Bad Bunny is definitely going first. I think Clips is going second. I don't know. I was gonna put Balloonerism third. I can't lie.
It
You
sounds
would
like-
really be playing that
It sounds
shit.
like you had a moment with that.
I really like that album,
yeah,
to be honest.
that's dope.
I would never
but
expect
I
you
just
to listen to that.
I mean, yeah, I don't listen to it around people. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Dang.
yeah, like it's pretty. I mean, I don't know. What other project feels like I hear what you're saying about Hurry Up Tomorrow, and I hear what you're saying about music, but those projects just feel a little bloated to me. And I don't. It's not a criticism on like that they're bad projects. It's more just a criticism on like.
You know,
I like projects that are well thought out, that you can listen to all the way through, that you feel like have no skips. I feel like those projects do have skips for me.
yeah.
And I think the products I listed have no skips, personally.
Before I give you my top 3,
Wait, so what was yours? Bad Bunny, Balloonerism, and Clips?
Bad Bunny, Clips,
but Balloonerism's third.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Before I give my top three, I do have more honorable mentions that I just thought of. Sailor from Florida's Finest is a top 5 album of the year for me. I play that a lot front to back, and every time I do, I love it more than the last time.
It's a really good album.
I think that is a really, really strong project.
You think top 5 of the year?
I think it's top 5 of the year for me. It's definitely, I mean, it was before this flurry of incredible
I have
albums.
A question.
Huh?
Is that album better than Layla's album last year?
To me, yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, I like it better.
I'm not mad at that take.
And then Pinball 2, Mike and Tony Seltzer, really great project. And then Bon Iver dropped like a really, really great project. But I think my top 3 would probably be Clips 1, FKA Twigs 2. That third spot's tough. It should be Bad Bunny, but I just don't play it as much as I think I play some of the other stuff.
Well, I think that's what we're all here for, right? Like, I think clearly, like, we all have moments with different projects.
Yeah.
So, like, you don't have to put something in your top 3 just because it's popular.
Right.
You know?
Well, it's not because it's popular. It's because it's really high quality. When I go back, I'm like, yeah, special album. But for me personally, what do I want to give the third spot to? Damn, that's so tough. I love the Bieber album too. Yeah, I mean, if I'm going off of what I play the most and enjoy playing all the time, I'll go 3 from Florida's Finest by Sailor.
Okay. Okay.
Have you listened to the Giveon project?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just it's really, really good. But that one, I think I'm suffering from whatever the opposite of recency bias is, where I haven't played it in the right setting and caught a moment with it. Like, it's super fire, but also I've just been listening to like a ton of like rap. Like, I've been listening to Coke rap and like Future and Thug this week. Like, I'm not really in a Giveon space right now.
And Lana by SZA doesn't count either.
Oof. Did that drop this year? I thought
it was
December.
end of last year, right?
Yeah.
It was.
I thought it was like November, December.
December 20th, 2024.
Yeah.
So I think that counts for this year.
So do you want to?
It says 2025.
But
Yeah.
did it? I'm not gonna say did it last because SZA always charts and shit. But like, did it last though?
30 for 30. I think went. I think Drive is a big song. I think Saturn has obviously been going crazy.
That is a good choice.
But Saturn came out
But it's on
2023.
I'm just saying this on the project. I'm just saying this on the project.
Got it.
But the other 2 songs, realistically, are you slapping them? I'm asking a question. I'm not challenging you.
30 for 30 is not me slapping it at all. 30 for
Okay.
30 is factually like a big song. The Kendrick feature?
Yes,
great song.
I understand, but are you listening to it? Is my question. Not
I
is it
don't.
popular?
I don't play that song.
Okay.
but it is popular.
Okay, so but would you put that in your top?
I'm having a conversation. I'm asking you guys. I asked the question, does it count?
I'm saying I don't listen to 30 for 30 and I don't listen to Lana like that. So no.
So Lana does not count.
You could count it. It's up there. I love Kitchen. I play Kitchen all the time.
Would you put it in your top? That's crazy.
What?
Like,
Wait,
we're
hold
not-
up. So let's ask the question again. So Lana does count.
Yeah, you can count it.
All right, are you putting it in your top 3?
No.
So you're putting Sailor above SZA?
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, I play the Sailor shit all the fucking time.
Okay.
That shit really has crack in it to me. And like, well, it's not the most like thematically deep, meaningful, emotionally rich, none of that. Those songs are just so sticky and so much fun to me.
Shout out Sailor.